What up, folks? It's your boy Trails, and we back with another one. And we got some migrant news on the rise here, and this one's coming out of Fox News Chicago. Chicago gangs clash with Venezuelan Tren de Aragua members. Blacks against migrants. All right, now we're going to read this article, and then we're going to give our opinion on the issue, and then we'll wrap it up from there. Venezuelan migrants moving in the Chicago South Side have caught the attention of the city's gangs with fear of an impending turf war between local gangs and the Venezuelan counterparts. When the black gangs here get fed up with the illegalities and criminal activities of these migrants or non-citizens, the city of Chicago is going to go up in flames, and there will be nothing the National Guard or the government can do about it when the bloodshed hits the streets. It'll be blacks against migrants. Tyrone Muhammad, a former Chicago gangster who did 20 years in prison and now runs a violence prevention program, said in a report for the New York Post. The comments come as Chicago has seen an influx of Venezuelan migrants, according to the report, including members of the notorious Tren de Aragua gang. With the arrival has come a rise in crimes. Locals told the New York Post, while some Venezuelan gangsters have started to encroach on the territory of the city's local gangs. There's been a lot going on with the migrant gangs that nobody's even heard about, Zach Massey, a local Chicago gang member, told the New York Post. They be moving in our own territory and robbing people, but they don't get arrested like we do. I actually talked to one on the translator app. He told me all the things he's got going on, how they helped him get a car, an apartment, EBT card, all that stuff. Giving them thousands. We get maybe $400 a month, and they don't even have a social security numbers. Sources from local Chicago gangs told the New York Post that members of the Venezuelan gangs are often heavily armed and begun spilling into areas traditionally controlled by local gangs. Local gang member Corey Rogers told the New York Post, "Wow, we got a lot of gang members talking to the New York Post. Damn." That Venezuelan gangsters will often be seen showing the flag, a slang term for brandishing their firearms. He also showed the outlet text threads that feared local gang members threatening turf wars with the newcomer gangsters. What bothers me is that the Venezuelans are united, Rogers said. The black gangs are too divided and they take each other down. Others shared concerns about the possibility of increased violence, telling the New York Post that things had actually improved in the city before the influx of migrants. No, why you think they're there? It's still violent down here, but it's calmed down a lot, one gang member told the outlet. Back in the days, we'd get shot if we went over there. It's calmed down a lot. The last thing we need are the Venezuelans. The Chicago Police Department did not immediately respond to Fox News Digital requests for a comment. And of course they wouldn't. They definitely wouldn't. And what I want to say about this situation is I hope none of our young black folks crash out over these migrants, over these illegals, end that gang stuff. We need to get rid of that, throw that out of there, evolve from that, move on, get a little camaraderie, become a community. See, if we were working together and becoming a community, this wouldn't be allowed to happen. But when you entice things like gangs, and you are spread out, and you're warring with your own people, you got to expect people to come in and just take over. I mean, that's what's going to happen in a situation like that. You know, you lower the property value with your gang activities, boom, gentrification occurs. Next thing you know, you don't have a neighborhood anymore. That's how it goes. That is your purpose. That is the reason why they're bringing in the Tren de Aragua. All it is to lower population of black folks in the area by way of gentrification and blaming the same crime and violence on the same black folks. And even when it dies down, there's just bring in oppositions like migrants to do it. And hopefully folks grow up and learn from this and get a little camaraderie down there in Chicago. Get your head out your asses. Quit gang banging. Become one with the people. And like what he said right here, it bothers me that the Venezuelans are united. See, Rogers, no, they thick with each other. The Venezuelans still all sleep with each other, all in one bedroom, 30 of them, you know. We don't have that. I mean, all we got is, okay, you folks, okay, you Stone, oh, you Mickey Cobra, oh, you this, bang, bang. And all that stuff is old and needs to stop, and folks need to grow up because we won't have no hoods no more at this rate because the Democrats going to move you out. And you can see they have no problem providing the necessary funds and capital to the migrants to get your ass up out of there. So, yeah, tough titty, man. Take control of your city. That's the only way to fix this. You know, and it starts first at home with crime. So, work on yourselves and get some camaraderie. I'm not in Chicago. I'm in Minnesota. I'm in St. Paul, Minnesota. But it's pretty much the same thing here, too. So, yeah, I'll practice what I preach and work towards that. But it has to be an overall effort, you know, from everyone. But it all starts with a single step. So that'll be it for this. What do you think about that situation in Chicago? Is it going to spill into migrants versus gangsters? Is that what they want to happen? Are they arming the migrants for this to happen? These are questions you can go ahead and leave in the comments. Thanks for watching, and like always, deuces.